coming in studio. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. 5-time Olympic medalist, Tessa Virtue, Scott Moir. Scott Moir is joining us in studio, and you guys have got a brand new tour going on, Rock the Rink. But before we get to that, Scott, thanks so much for joining the show.
Thanks for having us. I know Tessa is coming as well. She's just behind me a couple minutes here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Go separately.
You're on the car wash.
Yeah,
you're on the TSN car wash.
We're happy to be on TSN Radio. Thanks for having us.
Hey, not a problem at all. So yeah, it's the first annual Rock the Rink tour. And tickets, I believe, go on sale Friday, May 3rd. And people can get tickets if they want to purchase at rocktherink.com.
Yeah.
So before just about what the last year has been for you, which must be just nuts. Tell me about the tour. What's different about this one? Because didn't you guys just come off tour?
Yeah, exactly. It feels like that in many ways. Well, we did the Thank You Canada tour last fall, and we were really excited about it. But we didn't know what response we'd get from the Canadian public. We had the success at the Pyeongchang Games, and then we go off and do this tour, and wow, we couldn't believe the response from the fans and people cheering and going crazy. And we thought, okay, we might have to do this one more year, but I don't know, even being Canadian, it felt like we were saying thank you too many times, so we had to rebrand it a little bit, and we came up with this idea of having a skating show that's also entertaining. So and for too many years we've kind of sometimes done at matinee shows and looked in the crowd and seen the dad who's been brought there because his daughter's in the show, and now we want to make it a little entertaining to everybody. So we brought in live music, and we have Birds of Bellwoods, a Toronto band that is going to come on tour with us, and we're going to have some other musicians as well, and have great names like Patrick Chan, Elvis Stoico, Caitlin Osmond still involved, and bring in some international skaters, and we're going to rock the rink. And we're pretty excited to be able to have an opportunity to go to 32 cities right across the country, starting in Abbotsford, ending in St. John, Newfoundland. So, I mean, what else can you ask for as a performer and an artist, really?
Yeah, and for the Ontario dates, it starts with the 29th in October in Sault Ste. Marie, Oshawa, November 9th, and in between, Sudbury, Kitchener, Mississauga, Ottawa, St. Catharines. Like, you're going to be all over Ontario.
Absolutely.
At the end of October to the first week and a half of November.
I mean, thankfully, in Canada, we're probably one of the only countries in the world that has such a great setup for this, having all those OHL rinks. We just kind of bounce around.
Yeah, that's true. The infrastructure's already set up.
It's pretty perfect.
Yeah, it'd be a little different if you're in Georgia.
Yeah,
might be
tougher to find a venue.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
These ones are pretty much built for us, and obviously having the stop in our hometown of London, Ontario will be pretty special as well.
All right, Scott Moir's in studio, and the first question I had written down.
Yeah.
Here,
finally, we got her here.
I didn't even want to.
Are we on the air?
I didn't want to listen. All the listeners said the same thing. They said, I want Scott Moir. I can do without Tessa. It's fine.
Which would be the first time in the history of my career that I've ever heard that.
Well, see, that's why I wanted to do it. This is the Scott Moir Show, co-featuring Tessa Virtue.
Thanks for coming on, Tessa.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, please. You guys are busy. You're doing the car wash. You're doing all the TSN events. And here's the dirty secret. Every interview you've done, the producer of whatever show, radio, TV, they said, oh, yeah, we only need them for 5 minutes. And they always keep you heavy. So then that just goes on and on and on. We all do
sorry.
it. No,
I
stop
feel
saying sorry.
terribly rude.
You're
I feel rude. I started without you. You just started. He started asking me questions. I had to sit down and put the headphone on.
This couldn't have been more Canadian. You're coming in and just apologizing.
I should have brought you a coffee at the very least.
Hey, something Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Couple tidbits. So here's the first question that I wrote for you guys. I don't know why I pointed. We're on radio.
I was like, do we need screen?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Radio, it's a visual medium. And Tess, I'll start with you. How tired are you?
Oh, I'm invigorated. I don't feel fatigued. I'm excited about this new project, especially today, getting back together, talking about this. It's such a passion project of ours, and we're bringing together so many of our favorite people to tour the country again. I mean, what an opportunity.
But you, if I may, so 2018, you guys were busy. You were in the Olympics. You win gold. Then you've got Stars on Ice. Then you publish an update of your biography, and now you're going on tour again. So I asked the question, just you guys have time off? I mean, how tired? I mean, when was the last time you had a vacation?
I got to sleep in on Saturday, and that was the best.
You sound like a parent.
Such a treat. No, we take time.
Yeah, I actually, there's been since the end of the Thank You Canada tour has, well, slowed down in the way that we're not in the public eye as much, or I wasn't in the public eye as much, but we're constantly planning this tour. I mean, being on the producing side and being a cast member, it takes a lot of work, and we're very excited about this project, but it comes with a huge amount of work and responsibility that we don't take lightly. So, but Tessa's right. We're invigorated. I mean, just to have the opportunity, we feel super fortunate, but we got to get going here.
Yeah, and then rocktherink.com is the website for tickets. It goes on sale Friday, May 3rd. It'd be too hard to give a full answer, so even just one example. How much of your lives changed since the 2018 Winter Games? Like, you guys were on the radar in Vancouver, but then, just all the speculation, being on Ellen, winning the gold medal again, winning 5 medals total. Is there one moment you're like, wow, my life is so much different now versus, say, back in Vancouver, back like from 2010 till now?
It's funny because I think we're always quick to say that winning the Olympics didn't change us. Our day-to-day lives stayed relatively similar. But there was a shift after Pyeongchang, and I'm not sure whether we sometimes wonder if that's because the NHL players weren't there. There was a different focus, the social media element to it. I'm not quite sure, but there was a change. I think
there would have to be. When there's a new sushi restaurant in my neighborhood, I feel my life has changed. So for you guys, was the ultimate achievement.
Absolutely.
But Canadians are so good at rallying behind their athletes. I think that's what, right? That's what makes it special to be a support.
Canadian Olympian. I mean, it's the Canadian public behind you. And we felt that, with the Thank You Canada tour, and hopefully we will with the Rock the Rink tour. But, I mean, it's tough to explain. I think we're always the type of people that don't really realize what's going on either. And it's always a surprise to us.
I think we wake up every day and think, oh, surely people have forgotten.
Yeah.
And that's okay. We're ready for that too.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't feel like we're grasping for it. But at the same time, it's sort of like I just assume that people have
we don't really pay attention. We're not do you know who I am person at the supermarket?
I hope not. I really hope not.
So you've never done that at a restaurant?
No.
Reservations late, you walk up, do you know who I am? I'm Scott Bleepin' Moir.
Yeah,
Give me that table over there.
No, that's like not us at all.
Right.
I've heard stories like after I've had too many beers, my buddies will tease me that I actually did that, but I don't believe I ever have.
All right, got time for just one more quick question.
Is it about the Leafs?
Let's go there.
I'm just kidding.
Prediction: Leafs Bruins.
Oh, I think the Leafs are going to surprise people. I really think so. Maybe that's just me trying to be an optimist, but that's all I have. Tessa?
Agreed.
rocktherink.com. Friday, May 3rd. Guys, come by. I know on November 6th, you're going to be in Mississauga. I'd love to chat with you guys again. We're up against the clock, but I'd love to find out also just what is a day in the life like for you guys when you're on tour, because it has to be just, I'm not going to go grueling, but it has to be a hell of a day. So guys, thank you so much again.
Fun.
Congratulations. And thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you very much.
That's Virtue Scott Moir again, rocktherink.com. Coming up on the